Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Make America Live, back with another NBA 2K23 video. And in today's video, I have another episode of Budget Badge Layout for you guys. In today's episode, we're going to be doing budget layouts for defensive badges for big men this episode. Okay, so jumping into this, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a budget layout for bigs with 16 defensive badges, which I feel is like a nice amount for, a decent, layout for bigs. And then we're going to be doing a badge layout for 25 defensive badges, which is more so a defensive orientated build, or a two-way build, if you will. So jumping into it, this is going to be our center build. I'm going to keep the build exactly the same as far as the physical body settings and stuff like that. Both builds will be 7 feet tall, both builds will be 250 pounds, and both builds will have a 7'5" wingspan, just to make things a little bit more fair. The only thing we'll be changing is the attributes and stuff like that to just determine the different badge count that we'll be getting. So this is what this build is going to look like. The build with 16 defensive badges. We're looking at an 80 interior defense, an 87 block, and an 85 defensive rebound. Very bare bones, no offensive rebound, no steal, no perimeter defense or anything like that. Strictly an inside kind of big, just to help with a little bit of rim protection and stuff like that. This is going to be for like those people who made kind of like poppers and stretch bigs and stuff like that didn't go heavy defense and stuff like that. This layout is going to be more so suited towards you guys. So I'm going to quickly go through the build really quick, because this is the only way we can get to the build tester to apply the badges and stuff like that. And then I'm going to just go ahead, throw the build up to 99 so we have access to all defensive badges. And then we're going to come over here, and first things first, we aren't going to be rocking any of these gold badges. We only have 3 gold badges available, which is Box Out Beast, Chase Down Artist, and Workhorse. We're not going to be rocking any of those badges on gold, just so you guys know. We're only going to have silver and bronze badges on this build, just so you guys can know. Starting out, we're going to be rocking silver anchor, and we all know how important anchor is. It's going to help us with rim protector, rim protection and stuff like that down low. It's going to be our main build for this badge, along with rebound chaser. Those are going to be our 2 bread and butter badges for this build. Is going to help us with protecting the rim down low, and it's going to help us with getting those boards and stuff like that to help our team end out possessions when we do get those stops. Moving on, we're going to be rocking that silver brick wall. You guys know on this channel how much I love brick wall. Brick wall is a 3-for-1 badge. We're getting moving truck, we're getting brick wall, and we're also getting bruiser. As you can read the description, it helps with setting screens. It's going to help with getting back down in the post, and it's also going to drain your opponent's energy on physical contact. So you got to go with brick wall. I mean, not just for the fact that you're going to be setting harder screens to get around, but also for the other 2 additions to the badge or whatever like that. You can't go wrong with that. And then we're also going to go with pogo stick. Pogo stick is a really good badge, and I'll explain why pogo stick is going to be necessary on the builds when I talk about the next badge layout. Won't go into it in depth on here, but again, pogo stick, brick wall, rebound chase, and anchor is going to be the basis for this build. Is going to help us with just playing defense inside, getting rebounds and stuff like that. The next badge that we're going to be going with is bronze box out beast. Now, I personally use bronze box out beast on my 2-way stretch 5. I have Hall of Fame rebound chaser on that build, but I don't ever go above bronze box out beast. And I only have like around an 85 or an 80 strength on that build. I feel like you can get away, the higher your strength, the lower the level of box out beast that you need. So if you're looking at an 80 to an 85 strength, you can get by with the bronze box out beast. If you're looking at a 75 to a 70, you might want to bump that up to like silver, and then obviously, the lower you go and stuff like that, the more you would need box out beast, because people are going to be able to worm you and get around you if they have higher levels of strength and they have higher levels of box out beast than you. So the lower your strength, the higher you want to go with this badge, in my opinion, and the higher your strength, the lower you can afford to go with this badge or whatever. So that's why I'm rocking with bronze. I feel like bronze is definitely a decent level for me and what I do and how I box out and stuff like that. And on my big, I'm averaging about 13 to 14 rebounds a game. Obviously, I could average more if I put more into box out beats and stuff like that, and actually, put forth more of an effort to get, snag boards and stuff like that. And if I put offensive rebound on my build, but I didn't because I only care about defensive boards like that. So anyway, I'm rambling. Moving on. The next badge that we're going with is post lockdown. Now, post lockdown is going to help you with defending against post moves and in the post and stuff like that. When people try to drop step you, post spin you and stuff like that, up and unders and all of those things, which you rarely see because most people don't really play good in the post. If they post up, they're just going to pump fake 100 times, or they're just going to try to drop step you to death. But even if they do, post lockdown is going to help you get those stops. It's going to stop you from getting thrown around when they drop step you, and it's going to make them lose the ball a lot of times when they try to do drop steps or they try to do spin moves out of the post. You'll see that animation where they spin and just completely lose the ball out of bounds. That's because the person was running post lockdown on some level. I don't really go up against a lot of post scorers, because I mostly play rec. So I can get away with just bronze post lockdown. But if you're playing in the 1v1 court or the 2s or the 3s, you're more likely to see dudes try to back you down and draw a double team and stuff like that. So you might want to have that on a little higher level. But me, I get by with just fine with bronze, 80 strength. You're going to be okay with just bronze post lockdown. Moving on, workhorse on bronze. Now, the reason why I run workhorse on bronze is because it helps you with getting loose balls and stuff like that. But I also found that it helped me hustle a little bit more because it's basically, Hustler from last year, except it's just renamed to workhorse. But I felt like it helped me more when I'm battling down low with another center and we're both jumping and tipping the ball, trying to tip the rebound. I'm trying to tip the rebound to myself, and the other center is trying to tip the rebound back to him, and we're both just jumping, trying to tip the ball and stuff like that. I felt like workhorse actually helped me get some of those 50-50 balls. So that's the reason why I like to throw workhorse on at least bronze. I feel like it gives me more of a fair chance because if he's running bronze workhorse and I'm not running any workhorse, he's probably going to win that 50-50 ball probably most of the time. But if I have bronze workhorse, he has bronze workhorse, that 50-50 ball actually becomes a 50-50 ball. Sometimes I get it, sometimes he gets it, but it gives me more of a fair chance at actually getting that rebound or that loose ball and stuff like that. So I like to always run like at least bronze workhorse. And then our final badge for this layout is going to be off ball pass. Now I know people are looking like, whoa, off ball pass, but you're not going to be on the perimeter, and you're right. Off-ball pass is really good for guarding people who like to sit corner, who like to go on, the wings and stuff like that and do cuts for alley-oops and backdoor dunks and stuff like that. But here's the reason why I like to run off-ball pass, and people don't really understand this. And it's really a low-key good reason to run off-ball pass as a big man. A lot of times you'll be guarding your big, and then they will come in and set a screen on your point guard. And what off-ball pass does is it grabs them and bumps them when they're making cuts and stuff. So a lot of times while I'm guarding the other team's center, when I see him running to go set a screen on my point guard, I will try to hold L2 and get in front of him and bump him and grab his jersey and bump him and stop him. Not only will I slow him down from setting the screen, which is going to take time off their clock, instead of him setting the screen with 14 seconds left to go in the shot clock, he's now trying to set the screen with 10 seconds left in the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? Cutting down time that they have to run their play. But also it buys my point guard enough time for him to see that that screen is coming, because now he just seen that center is running from the corner all the way over to him, but I'm bumping and grabbing him. That gives him time to step over the screen or decide if he's going to go under or over on the screen and what I'm going to do. So it gives us a little bit of time. It may only be like 2 seconds, but that 2 seconds is enough for him to see the screen is coming and then jump the screen or whatever like that, or go underneath the screen or above it, however we're running the pick and roll or whatever like that, however we're guarding it. But that off-ball pass is going to sometimes stop them from just running over and setting the screen immediately. So that's why I like to run an off-ball pass on my big man as well too, because it kind of helps me defend the pick and roll a little bit better. And I don't see a lot of people running this on their big, but I'm telling you, if you are a big man, you should be running off-ball pass on at least bronze. That little bit of boost of, being able to stop people on off-ball and grab them and stuff is going to help you a lot more than, it wouldn't. So this is the badge layout that we're looking for 16 defensive badges: silver anchor, bronze box out beast, silver brick wall, bronze off-ball pass, silver pogo stick, bronze post lockdown, silver rebound chaser, and bronze workhorse. And now we're going to jump into our next build, and this is going to be our defensive badge layout for 25 defensive badges. So again, you see that the build is the same height, weight, and wingspan. But these are the attributes that we're looking at for this build with 25 defensive badges. We're looking at an 88 interior defense, 60 perimeter, 66 steal, 93 block, 76 offensive rebound, and a 93 defensive rebound. And we're also going to have a 90 strength on this build as well too. So, just to let you guys know that the strength is going to be a little bit higher. So you can, that's going to change how you run your badges and stuff like that as well too, versus an 80 strength, you know what I'm saying, lower rated strength. So we're going to go ahead, skip all of this. We're going to throw that up to 99 really quickly, and then we're going to get into our build. So now, as you can see, we're going to have a lot more badges. You're going to see we have a lot of higher levels. A lot of these badges can go up to gold. We are going to actually have some gold badges on this build. We aren't going to be running any silver badges. Just to let you guys know, this build will strictly be gold and bronze badges. So let's just jump right into the layout. Of course, we're going to be running anchor. Obviously, I told you guys that's one of our, bread and butter badges. We're going to be running gold rebound chaser, of course, and then we're going to be running gold brick wall. Enough said. We already explained why we're running brick wall, anchor, and rebound chaser, but we're going to be running a gold level of pogo stick. Now, in the last badge layout, I told you guys I had to explain why, pogo is such a useful badge. Now, it's going to show that, if you read the description, that you can jump. It's going to speed up your ability to jump again and recover and jump again, for anything. It used to be only for, block attempts, but in 2K23, it's for rebounds or block attempts, for jump shots, for whatever. You're going to speed up your ability to jump right after you just completed a jump or whatever, right? Now, the reason why pogo stick is such like a controversial badge is because if you ask pro players, they will tell you that they believe that it promotes bad habits, which I do agree. Under normal circumstances, pogo stick will promote like bad habits. You'll get so used to just jumping and jumping down low that it makes you a bad defender, kinda, in a sense. But in NBA 2K23, with the contest system the way it is and stuff like that down low, you kind of really have no choice but to jump for a lot of contests. Otherwise, dudes are just going to dunk all over you. Dudes are going to lay the ball up on you. It's BS a lot of times, like the way the interior defense works in this game. So if you aren't, jumping, you're just probably going to be getting dunked on and posterized and stuff. Unless you're a 7-3 build. If you have a 7-3 build, then obviously it's not going to matter. You're going to be able to get stops and stuff like that. But if you're shorter than 7-3, then sometimes you're going to be getting dunked on. I myself have been dunked on, even though I felt like I was in good position. I jumped well, or I had my hands up well, and I have Hall of Fame anchor. But that's just the way this game goes. So I feel like as long as you're able to jump and get a contest, you're better off getting stops and stuff like that. So that's why I always make sure I have pogo. I go back and forth. Sometimes I go Hall of Fame, sometimes I go gold, sometimes I'll even go down to silver if I want to test out other badges and stuff like that. But I'm usually rocking at least gold pogo on my build in a day-to-day, game-to-game basis or whatever like that. So that's going to be our final fourth and final gold badge that we're running on this build. Moving on, we're going to be running bronze off-ball pass. I already explained to you guys in the last layout why bronze off-ball pass is so useful. Same thing for box out beast. We're going to be running bronze box out beast as well too, as well as bronze workhorse, of course. And then, of course, we're going to make sure that we have our bronze post lockdown. But we're also going to be running 2 new defensive badges that we didn't have on this other layout. And I would recommend that if you guys are making a defensive build or defensive orientated center build, that you guys try to shoot for at least a 65 steal, because we're going to be running bronze interceptor and bronze glove to finish out this build. And it's just going to make it that much easier. Bronze glove is going to make it that much easier for you to, defend in the post. That bronze post lockdown with bronze glove, you're going to be able to stick your hand in the center's pocket almost every single time, because most centers, believe it or not, They're not going to have unpluckable. If they're running vice grips, they're probably running vice grips on bronze. But I've also seen centers just completely disregard vice grips, and they're wondering why they're getting ripped anytime they catch the ball or, they get a rebound and stuff like that. A lot of them centers aren't even running bronze vice grips or even a high level of vice grip. So they're getting ripped nonstop. So bronze glove is going to go crazy. And then bronze interceptor also is going to go crazy for those passing lane passes and stuff. Because, again, a lot of people are just getting by with a 70 pass accuracy, a 75 pass accuracy. And they're not understanding why they're throwing like 4 to 5 turnovers in every game of rec that they play. And they don't realize that pass speed is also tied into pass accuracy. So a lot of times you're going to be able to pick off passes with just bronze interceptor, especially because a lot of times as a center, you're going to be dead middle in the paint. A lot of people say that bronze interceptor doesn't work because they tip the ball and stuff like that. But a lot of time, those people are guarding the wing or they're guarding the corner. And when you tip that pass, it has no choice but to go out of bounds. But when you tip that pass, when you're dead in the middle of the paint, a lot of times you can pick up the pass or your teammate can pick up the pass or whatever. So that's why we're going to be running bronze interceptor as well. Pairing that with bronze workhorse, we're going to be able to pick up those loose balls fast when we tip it. So there you have it, our badge layout for 25 defensive badges. We're looking at gold anchor, gold brick wall, gold rebound chaser with gold pogo stick. And then we're looking at bronze box out beast, bronze glove, interceptor, post lockdown workhorse, and off-ball pest. Those are my 2 defensive badge layouts for big men with 16 defensive badges and 25 defensive badges. It's been your boy Make America Lit. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K23 content. I'm out, guys. Peace.